Okay, let's get started. Glad to have you guys here live and glad to have you online. So thanks for being here. So I know you're all in rapt anticipation of what rule number 10 is. And I actually made copies if you guys want the 10 rules for being human. So so I just thought, first I'll tell you what kind of a recap of all the rules, if that's okay, and then I'll tell you what rule 10 is. Because it's kind of anticlimactic. So 10 rules for being human. First one is you will receive a body, love it or hate it, it's yours to keep for your entire life on earth. Rule 2, you will learn lessons. You're enrolled in a full-time informal school called life. Rule number 3, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Growth is a process of trial, error, and experimentation. The failed experiments are as much a part of the process as the experiments that ultimately work. Rule number 4, lessons are repeated until they are learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. When you have learned it, you can go on to the next lesson. Rule number 5, learning lessons does not end. There's no part of life that doesn't contain its lessons. If you're alive, that means there's still lessons to be learned. Rule 6, there is no better than here. When your there has become a here, you will simply obtain another there that will again look better than here. So you may as well enjoy here. Rule 7, other people are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it reflects to you something that you love or hate about yourself. Rule number 8, what you make of your life is up to you. You have all the tools and resources you need. What you do with them is up to you. The choice is yours. Rule 9, your answers lie within you. The answer to life's questions lie within you. All you need to do is look, listen, and trust. Rule 10, you'll forget all this. It is a rule. So you have to keep reminding yourself that this is what's happening. So think on that one. Please close your eyes, find a comfortable seat. And turn inward to your breath. And just focus on rule 6, where you want to be totally present here in this body, in this room, with yourself, your soul. Take a moment to check in. That's where your mind's been this morning. How your body's feeling. Please bring hands to heart center. May we all enjoy the beauty and the grace that's always around us, within us, and within others. Please lower your hands, open your eyes. We're just going to start by warming up our shoulders. So bring your arms out to the side and just rotate your right arm in and your left arm out. And then just stretch to the side. Yeah, and then come back to center and switch. Make you think too. And stretch. Let's do that one more time to the first side. Come back to center. To the second side. Good. Come back to center. Stretch your arms up. Bring the hands together and then turn the backs of the hands together. Bring the hands down, point the fingers at your heart and come up like this and then hands together. And then repeat that just to warm up your wrists. So point the fingers at your heart, stretch up and palms together again. Let's do that one more time. Kind of a fun way to stretch out your wrists. Back to the hands, point at the heart, stretch up. And bring the hands down. Oh, that's good, right? And go ahead and stay on your blanket. Bring your feet out a little bit wider than hip distance. Flex your feet. We're just going to stretch the shoulders a little more. Bring your right hand off to the side. Reach across to the little toe side of your left foot, or your right foot with your left hand. Tuck your chin, draw your sternum back, and then step on the gap and stretch out your shoulder. You'll feel your left shoulder all up and down. I feel it clear down almost into my waist. Breathe. If you want more stretch, you can lift the heel, stretch the leg straight. And then come on down and switch. This class was designed for after travel. Reach across with the other hand. I like to tuck my chin and draw the sternum back just because it feels really good. And then just make sure the side of your body is nice and long so you feel it all up and down. And then if you want to, you can lift the heel and stretch it. You can groan and moan if you need to and bring the heel down. And then just support yourself, bring the soles of your feet together. For Baddha Konasana, just kind of feel it out, see how that feels this morning. Oh, there's that tightness, yeah. Breath. And then go ahead and bring the knees up. Now stretch the feet wide. You might have to inner spiral a little bit. You can if you want. Toes and knees point same direction. Try and keep a long spine and maybe fold forward. Uttanasana Konasana. When did you get back, Lisa? Okay, yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, it takes them. It's in the same time zone though, right? Yeah. That's the nice part. Yeah. She just got back from Peru. We're all jealous. Good, and then come on back up. Think of your right knee as a hinge. Your knees are a hinge, right? Bend the right knee, bring it in. You can either bring it to the inner thigh if that's the best stretch for you, or if you can get on your toes, that's fine. Janu Shirshasana. Think sits bones grounded, rib cage back nice and tall, and then turn face your extended leg. And then maybe reach to the outside of the shin or maybe to the foot. Belly squares on that leg. I always try and think of grounding the opposite, so the right hip down. Just give yourself a few breaths to just kind of feel yourself lengthen and maybe release the muscles. Let go a little bit. This is called Janu Shirshasana, which means head to foot pose. And then slowly come up. Extend that leg back out. And we'll switch. So hinge the left one. You kind of want to close that knee. It feels more comfortable. If you can get the toes grounded, that's good. Make sure this leg stays inner spiraled. Turn and face and fold into it. Couple more breaths. And come on back up. Oh, crack, crack. Go ahead and transition to all fours position. And just move through some cow, cat. Just go nice and slow. Warm up back muscles. Move with your breath if that feels right. One more round. And then when you've evened things out, keep the toes curled under. Make sure they're straight back and sit back on your heels. A little foot stretch. You can reach back and massage the feet a little bit. If it's not okay for you to sit all the way back, that's okay too. Just stay here. Give yourself the foot stretch wherever it feels good. And then come forward. Now stretch your toes long. Make sure they're straight back. Hug the heels in a little bit and sit back again on the heels. Giving yourself a little ankle stretch. You might have to move calves out of the way so it feels comfortable. A few breaths there. Told you this will get you all stretched back out. If it feels uncomfortable on your ankles, if you press even your little toes down, it kind of alleviates maybe some of the stress. Good, and then come forward, swing your feet to the side and come back to a seated position. And I'm gonna have you just bring your legs to like a 90-90. So one leg straight out, shins 90 degrees. This leg straight out, shins more 90 degrees. So it's called 90-90. Yeah, this is a hip stretch. Yeah. And then just turn and face your knee pointing towards that wall. Feel a nice long spine. Your right sit bone won't be totally grounded, but if you want a little more stretch, you can stretch down over the top of that knee. Try and keep a long spine. Yeah. And then come on back up. Bring your knees up and just over to the other side to switch. Might have to adjust. 90-90. Turn and face the knee. I like to keep my feet really active and then maybe fold over that side. One side always feels easier than the other to me. Good, come on back up. Bring both knees up. Bring your hands behind you so you can adjust and get a nice long spine. And then Navasana, if you want to start with hands behind knees, you can. You can lift the shins or extend the legs. Keeping that really engaged rib cage back, long back of neck. Navasana, boat pose. One more breath. And come on down. Good. Go ahead and come forward. Ground your hands down again. And make sure they're ahead of your shoulders a little bit. Curl your toes, lift on up and back to downward facing dog. Keep the armpits hollow. Rib cage is back. Think of drawing the chin back a little bit and lengthening through the top of the head. Broaden the shoulder blades apart. The shoulder blades are on the back, but if you broaden the clavicles, you'll feel that connection and more of a stability in the shoulder girdle. And walk out your down dog. And then very slowly, one hand width at a time, walk your hands back to your feet and make your way to a forward fold. Take a moment to really feel both feet grounded down in all parts. And then bend your knees, bring your hands to your knees, and slowly stretch all the way up. And stretch your arms up, Tadasana. And grab your right wrist. Keep both feet super grounded as you arc. Side body stretched out. Spine stretched out. Good. Inhale back to center. and switch. And inhale back to center. And bring your hands by your side. Okay, we're going to do just a little balance just to get the quads stretched out. If you need to go by a wall, you can. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bring your left foot up. Find the ankle or the foot, knee beside knee, and maybe stretch the right arm. Take low belly, draws up, sits bones stay back, lengthen through the top of the head. Good, and release. Switch sides. Take your time. Like I said, if you need the wall to get started, it's nice to have it. Low belly draws up, lengthen through the top of the head. One more breath. And release. Ooh. Good. Get all out of balance here. And come to the front of your mat. If you want to use blocks, you're welcome to use them. I'm not going to use them today. And you'll know, sometimes we'll do down dog. You can come off the blocks at that point if you want. Since I forgot my lesson plan, we're just kind of playing it by ear. I remember. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. It's upstairs on the counter. Left foot back, deep lunge. And just take a moment to feel a deep lunge. Engage your feet, your legs, a nice long spine. And then lower your knee. Hug your heel and your knee towards each other. Keep the hips square and stretch up Anjane Asana. Take 2 more breaths, just kind of feeling your way, feeling the stability of the base, lengthening up. And then on your exhale, touch down. This is where you might want blocks if your hamstrings are tight, because you're going to straight hips back, straighten the right leg, runner's lunge position. Start with the foot flexed. Draw the leg into the socket, little baby bend in the knee. And then if you want to, you can fold over the leg a little more. Nice, slow, methodical stretch of all the muscles. Good. Inhale, bend back into the knee. Lift the back knee and step back, down dog. Inhale, come to your first plank. And just pause for a couple breaths, broaden the clavicles. Feel connection up and down. And then slowly lower to the mat. You can lower knees first if you need to. Stretch your feet long, come up on elbows or Sphinx pose to start. So stabilize the shoulder girdle by drawing the rib cage back. And then with that integration, let your heart come forward, lengthen through the top of your head. Good. Come on back down. Bring the hands by your chest. Curl the toes. You can come through plank, which is what I'm going to do. So lift to plank and then push back, downward facing dog. If it's better just to come to all fours and push back down dog, that's fine too. Extend the left leg, three-legged dog. I always have to tell myself, hips stay square, maybe a baby bend in the right knee helps to keep my spine integrated. And then step the left foot all the way through deep lunge. So deep lunge on this side, just check in. Everything being used, feet grounded, hips are square, nice long spine. Slowly lower the back knee. Hug knee to heel, heel to knee, stretch up, Anjane. Can you feel your big toe mound on the left foot grounded? You can stretch the toes on the left foot or on the right foot if you want. Long. It feels like a decent stretch to you. And then on your next exhale, touch down. Coming to runner's lunge, slide the hips back, flex the foot, draw the leg into the socket, keep a baby bend in the knee. See if everything's lined up. So heel, knee, and hip. So that side of the sits bone on that side are all in a line. And same with the right leg too. So heel, knee, sits bone lined up. And then maybe fold forward. Left hip crease stays back. And breathe. Good. Bend into the front knee. Lift the back knee. And step forward, forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Really take the time to feel that lengthening and stretching. And then fold. And then sweep all the way up. And bring hands through heart center. Good, let's keep going. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart center, bend the knees, sit back. Utkatasana. Just notice, do you still have weight in all parts of your feet? Your sits bones are moving back and apart. You can feel weight in the heels a little more than in the balls of the feet. You feel your low belly drawing up, but you feel that curve in your low back. Good, and then slowly fold forward. Step the right foot back to a deep lunge. Build strength, so feel the back foot holding you, the hips are square, and come up to crescent warrior. And slowly lower the back knee. Hips go stay square. Here in Anjane. Next exhale, touch down. Lift the back knee, step back, down dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. This time, just regular cobra. Still feel rib cage integrated so that you can just lengthen. And lower down. Down dog. Take your time. Really setting. Setting it up so it feels like a super integrated dog pose. Extend the right leg. Three-legged dog. Little baby bend in the left knee always helps to keep the hips square. Keep the low belly up. Good. Step that foot through. Deep lunge. Make sure you have connection through your feet, through your legs. Gather your strength. Rise up. Crescent. Hips are still square, right? Feel connected. And try and just go super slow, lowering the back knee. Feel your way. Anjane. As soon as you feel the knee touch down, just kind of hug to the midline and extend up a little higher. And then touch down. Lift the back knee, step forward. Next, inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sweep all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Utkatasana again. I changed my mind. I need more of it. Good. And then this time, come back up. Bend your arms up. Come up to tippy toes. You have to dance. It's okay. Good. And then see, maybe you can come back down to chair pose with your heels lifted. Reach forward, touch the floor, ground your heels down. Uttanasana. Gotta make sure all your toe mounds are grounded on that one. Take a moment. Please step your left foot back first to deep lunge. Ground the back foot down, left hand to the hip. Come on up. Warrior two. Feel all parts of your feet grounded. I like to feel the little bend in the back knee so that I can really feel all parts of that back foot grounding me. And feel integrated through all parts of the legs. Rib cage back. Lengthen. And then just kind of lean forward. And you can either bring elbow to knee or right hand to a block or to the floor. Parshva Konasana. Yeah, good. Wow, guys. Feel that back foot grounding you. That's really good, everybody. Stretch the left arm by your ear, palm facing down. Reach down, touch the floor, turn the back heel up. Floor or the block. Step back, down dog. Inhale to plank. Hi, Artie. I don't want to lay on you. Exhale to the mat. Inhale to cobra again. Or up dog if you're into up dog. And lower back down. I'm going to go plank to down dog. You do what works best for you. Extending the left leg. Step it through deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Take your time. Check your alignment. If you're heel to heel or heel to arch, you're good. Right hand to the hip. Make your way. Warrior two position. Add the arms when you want. When you feel like you're set through your feet, your legs, your core. You can add the arms. Keep the right hip crease engaged and moving back. Still have a curve in the low back. You can still see your big toe. If you look, you can see it. You're probably tracking the knee straight. Good. Lean forward. This is a slow, just like we did lowering the knee. Lower the hand slowly to Parshva Konasana. Your blocks are there if you need longer arms. Your arm extenders. I always have to ask myself, am I really lengthening? Can I draw my low belly up a little bit? Keep the back foot grounded. Stretch the arm by the ear. Palm down and touch down. Turn the back heel up and step forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sleep and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift onto tippy toes. Give you another chance to dance a little bit. Ooh, feel big toe mounds. Yeah, there we go. Takes a minute. Good, lower the heels. Lower to Utkatasana chair pose. Fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Flip the right foot back, deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Bring the left hand to the inside. Walk your hands to the right as you turn the left foot in. Come to Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide-legged forward fold. Just take a moment there. You know, all parts of your feet. It's easy to feel the inner edge. Can you also feel like the outer edge, maybe you're not pressing down as much, but really active? Sits bones are back and apart. lengthening through the top of the head. One more breath. And then slowly come on up, sweet, come on up to standing with that wide stance. Turn your left foot forward. Leg is still straight. Arms up. Lift the arches. Keep everything active. Just really slowly reach forward and down to triangle. Feel the big toe mound on that left foot, grounded. Good. Gather your strength because I want you to come back up. Yeah. Bend into your knee. Warrior two. Getting all kinds of chiropractic adjustments today. Go as deep as it feels like you can. Straighten the front leg. Let your arms relax for a moment and you'll switch the orientation of your feet. Just be mindful. Check the alignment. Add the arms again. Nice. Check. Feel like you're totally engaged and keeping the right leg straight and slide into triangle. Might have to use your shin, your ankle, maybe the floor. Feel the back foot anchoring you. Draw the low belly up. Sits bones stay back though, even on that right hip. Yeah, gorgeous. Left shoulder blade back a bit more so the armpit feels hollow. One more breath. Come back up. Yes, follow. Bend into the front knee. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Let your arms relax for a moment. Turn the right foot forward and then step your feet together. Artie says it's time for Shavasana. turn towards the front. We're going to do one more balance pose. So standing on your right foot, shift your weight and lift your left knee. And then just grab a hold of the knee with your left hand. Bring your right arm out for balance and then open it up. Just go slow. Slowly bring it back in and release. Okay, second side. Shift the weight to your left foot. Bring the right knee up. Open the knee when you're ready. Bring it back to center and release. We're going to do that one more time, and I'm going to give you the option of grabbing the foot and going to the full pose. So here's, you have to lift the knee, and then the arm comes on the inside to either grab the big toe or the little toe side. I like to grab the little toe side because that seems stronger for me. And then extend. You decide. Okay, you ready? You okay, Lisa? Now it's not, you don't have to do that. You can do the same thing we did before. So your choice. So stand on your right foot. Lift the left knee. You can grab the knee or kind of walk it down to the foot. And then just see if you can think of it as like a fire hose as you extend. And bring it back in and down. I had to do that one fast. Fast. Other side, just play with it. One of those poses that's kind of fun to play with, see where you go. And release. That side was better for me. Good, come on down to your mat. And if you want to sit on your blanket, you can. We're just gonna kind of repeat some of what we did at the first and just see how it feels now. So let's stretch out our shoulders first. So bring the heels wide. You might have to bring, I'm gonna have to move back. Right hand to the side, left hand to the foot. Draw back and stretch. Think long side body. You can stretch that leg up if you want. Really press on the gas. You're not going to overstretch because you're doing it to yourself, right? Release. Wow, that feels a lot less tight. Switch sides. And release. Bring the soles of the feet together. And this time I'm going to let you linger here a little bit longer. I like to bring my hands under my ankles because I have weak ankles, and then that gives me leverage. But I want you to think, if I engage my core more and really lengthen, then it gives me more movement in my knees. So I feel that first, and then maybe I fold a little deeper. That's really nice. One more breath. Come on back up. Oh man, that's good. Bring your feet wide again. Might have to inner spiral. I always do. If you can really ground your feet down, it helps. You don't have to, you can keep a little baby bend in your knee. If you guys want to turn sideways so that your heels are on the mat, sometimes that helps too, so you can really feel it. And then we're going to do it a little differently this time. So think of the length and then face your right leg. Think belly turns, maybe reach over, find the foot or the outside of the shin. Keep the left sits bone grounded. Totally different stretch. Good. Come up enough that you can kind of slowly walk your fingers on the inside to the middle and pause in that position. I always try and hug my heels towards each other, but keep the curve in the low back. So you're not rounding out the low back, you're just trying to extend. It's okay if you round the shoulders a bit. One more breath, and then walk over to the opposite leg. Remember to try and center the belly. If you want to, you can find the foot. Oh, that's a deep stretch on the inner thigh. And then enjoy a couple more breaths. And come on up. Ha, ha, ha. Bend your right knee. Hinge it. If you want, yeah. We're going to do this one a little differently too. So I want you to feel grounded now. If it feels better for you to keep the leg extended, if this doesn't work for your knee, that's fine too. So feel the sits bones, and then just right in the middle of your angle here, fold forward a little bit. And then walk over, and so your your left elbow's on the inside, and then just bring your right hand to your hip. So you have, elbow on the inside. And then see, can you reach up and grab the big toe with your left hand? And then slowly open to the middle. And then extend the right arm up and over, and just see, maybe it'll go all the way, maybe not. If you do get both hands on the big toe, expand your elbows apart, lengthen your spine. Oh, good job, you guys. Parivrtta Janu Shirshasana. Good, and release. You can come out of that somehow. Oh, that's deep. Switch sides. I always have to inner spiral that extended leg because it always wants to turn. And you got to be careful with your knee. You want it to be closed. This might not work. Just feel that and maybe fold forward. One side will feel different than the other. That's normal. And then if you want to go to that Parivrtta position, walk your hands towards your right leg. See if the right hand can find the big toe. Bring the left hand to the hip. And then just turn your belly inward. Lengthen your spine. Maybe bring the right arm up and over. Parivrtta Janu Shirshasana. Run your elbows apart if you can. Lengthen your spine. Oh, breathe. Wow, that's a deep one. Good. And then however you can, come on out. Oh. turn back so you're seated facing the front of the room again if you're sideways. Bring your feet flat. Now watch, we're gonna do Navasana again, but you're slow. So I'm gonna go there, watch me. So I'm lengthened, I'm extended. This is regular Navasana. And then I'm just gonna kind of round my upper back. And as I do, reaching forward, I'm gonna slowly lower. See how slow you can lower down to the mat. You can pause and see how slow you can go. And then you'll lay down. So try it. Feet flat, hands behind the knees. Just take your time setting up, lengthening, lift the legs. You can let go if you want to. You can keep a hold if you want to. And then kind of tuck your chin, lengthen the back of your neck. Rib cage draws back a little bit. Slowly lower down the torso and the legs at the same time. Go as slow as you can. And end up all the way down. Take a breather and turn these lights off. Take a little rest. And we're going to do one more hip opener, even though I think we got the hips totally open. It might feel good just to do it from your back. So bend the knees. Bring your right ankle across the left thigh. Remembering to isolate the stretch to the right hip, so you want to keep that integrated spine. Lift the left foot up and release the hands either behind the thigh, or if you're really feeling open, in front of the shin. Keep a long spine. And release that side. Switch. So right foot down, left ankle across. Lengthen. Lift. You can interlace, like I said, behind the knee or in front of the shin. Remember to draw the low belly up. Keep attempting to keep a curve in the low back. It's not going to really happen in this position, but the attempt helps you to isolate the stretch to the hip. I keep both feet flexed just because then I remember to protect my knees. And release. Bring the feet right to the edges of the mat, arms to cactus or T, and just work through some windshield wipers, just thinking of it as a calming and restorative pose. You can switch whenever you want. Go as fast or as slow as you want. And then go ahead and stretch out for Shavasana whenever you feel you're ready. You can do some other calming poses if you'd like. Check in with your breath. Every exhale, let go a little bit more. Relax your jaw. Relax your chest. See if your shoulder blades are in a good position for that to happen. I always have to maybe draw mine under a little more so that I can truly relax the muscles on my chest. Relax your belly, your low back. Allow the floor to support you fully. You came into this world already knowing all the information imparted by these 10 rules. You simply forgot them somewhere along your journey from the spirit world to the physical one. Each lesson is like another stone along your life path. And as you travel and learn your lessons, some may look and feel familiar. When something resonates for you and you finally get one of the lessons, you are remembering what you originally knew. When you have an aha moment, you are remembering. When you are still and at peace, you are remembering. Some call it planets aligning. Some call it feeling at one with God. Still others call it serenity. Call it what you want, but know it is a moment of remembering. Your soul already knows. Connecting with your breath. Start to notice physical body. Utilize the breath as a little bit of an energizer help to send it down to the toes, to the fingers. Start to move when you feel ready. Draw your knees in. You're ready to move more. To the side. Take your time. And please push on up to seated when you're good and ready. For some reason I have cat hair all over me. Just want to close with a reading from Marianne Williamson. Something is always happening under the surface of things. Pieces rearrange themselves. Love reveals itself. Life reasserts itself. I am a part of the universe. I am woven into the fabric of divine existence. There is a natural pull toward ever increasing good that is built into my soul. I am never forgotten. Bring hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a fabulous weekend. Can't believe it's Friday. It feels like Wednesday to me because I didn't get back till Tuesday at midnight. No, I went to see my cousin that has cancer. Yeah.